Good afternoon, folks. This is Fred Campos, owner of DFW Website Designers. It is June 14th, 2021, Monday, and this is episode number 229 of your 3 business tips at 3 o'clock in and around 3 minutes. This week we're talking about task, about staying on task, improving task, and 7 times in previous episodes we've talked about everything from not multitasking to really zoning in and focusing on one task at a time. Today we're going to talk about making your task longer, being more focused, and of high value. As a business owner, solopreneurs, you are probably going to focus on time management of tasks more than anything you do. And you, the business owner, really need to zoom in and be really good at this, because you're going to be pulled in every direction. When you're a solopreneur starting out, you're doing everything from taking out the trash to making the sales to doing the production or service for that matter. But as you grow staff, you're going to want to segment your time and your task. So business tip number 1, you need to do fewer tasks and stretch them out and make them longer. Only you can do certain things. We've talked about that in previous episodes of what your most high value task is. But whatever that is, don't compress too much of your time. This is something that I deal with all the time. I try to do too much in a day, and I realize that my tasks need to be longer. Longer, fewer tasks is more important to you than actually doing a bunch of little things that aren't complete. Business tip number 2, you should focus and not multitask during the time. You should focus on one task at a time. There's been tons and tons of studies about us, especially us with smartphones. We think we can multitask and do all of these things. We already know it's bad for driving, but it's also bad as a business owner in production. Focus on one thing at a time. Maybe it's time to put your phone on airplane mode. Maybe it's time to ignore certain things so that you can zoom in and focus. Again, this is something I struggle with greatly, but I do much better when I do one task at a time. And business tip number 3, this is probably the most important. There's so many things that we can do, but when you get to a certain level, you need to outsource or delegate those tasks and really focus in on your high value task. What is it in your organization that you and you alone do better than everybody else, but also brings you the most money? For most business owners, this is the sales department, right? Or for most business owners, it may be creating specific content. But what are things that you and you alone can do? You don't want to outsource those, and you want to focus more of your time on those. The repeatable tasks, the simple tasks that your secretary, your admin, your VA can do, outsource those as much as possible. So many times we business owners just do things just halfway, and we depend on luck, right? Luck is not a goal. You've got to plan out your tasks. They need to be longer, they need to be focused, and they need to be of high value. This is what I'm learning this week. Anything I learn, I throw over the fence to you, because I want you to be awesome. Now go back to sleep.